Happy Thursday to y'all. Welcome to the Third and 10 podcast, season 2, episode 73. I'm your host, Nathan Nguyen, joined by my guy, Brian Daboll. We're a football podcast that talks NFL, but also other sports like MLB, NBA, and miscellaneous stuff that we always have fun talking about. Yeah, we'll start off right off the bat. As a Giants fan, right? We have three division rivals in the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Those last two teams are actually good. They're teams that we have to deal with this upcoming season. And then you have the Cowboys, who decides that, hey, let's go trade for Joe Milton and act like that's the greatest move of the offseason because it really freaking isn't.
What are you talking about? Just like Trey
Yeah,
Lance.
just literally just like Trey Lance. Milton in a 2025 seventh round pick is what Dallas acquired for just a fifth rounder in this upcoming year's draft. They made the move because there's no one behind Dak Prescott whatsoever. Cooper Rush has gone to Baltimore. Weird signing there, but I digress.
I mean, you
And
need everyone needs a backup, and I guess if you're gonna, I guess you need anyone. I guess Cooper Rush be a guy.
I just felt like Baltimore would get someone more like these past few years. They've gotten a backup like similar to Lamar Jackson's game, like a scrambling guy. So to get Cooper Rush was kind of a bit of a
No, I know what you're saying. Some guy that, God forbid, if Lamar gets hurt, he could step in and just take the system and not have to change anything. And Cooper Rush is not that guy at all.
No, definitely not. But yeah, that's the breaking news of the day. Just want to get that out of the way because I don't even touch the Cowboys. They're not relevant to me.
Yeah, no.
To
The only
us,
thing that makes it relevant is that teams have better offers, and the Patriots respected their player and said, "Hey, we're going to trade you. Where do you want to go?" He goes, "Oh, I want to go to Dallas." He goes, "Okay, we'll send you to Dallas." I think that's the respectful thing to do.
Yeah, because
Shout out Patriots.
he's a talented guy. He has a great deep ball, to say the least, and he showed out in the Week 18 game against Buffalo, but that's just one game, right? And it did impress in the preseason, but that is literally just the preseason. So hey, good for him to go to where he wanted to go. Don't know why you picked Dallas because you have no chance of starting there whatsoever with Prescott under center. But yeah, we had interest as well. The Giants.
I don't know why he picked Dallas. He's from Florida. I was trying to think maybe he's just from Dallas and or from the Cowboys area, grew up a Cowboys fan, goes, well, I'm gonna go anywhere, send me to the Cowboys.
Hey, if he feels confident that he can beat out Prescott for the starting job, by all means, buddy, go try your best.
I know they were said as false, but there were the rumors that the Browns were trying to trade for Dak Prescott. Who knows how, the future of Prescott is in Dallas. That's not that is a report that has been proven false. It was false, but it just didn't come from nowhere. It had to have had some inkling of truth of it.
It'd be the most Cleveland Brown thing for them to trade number 2 overall for Prescott.
Yeah, we already had Watson.
I know they
trade the worst quarterback room ever. 2 overpaid quarterbacks, and that's not Prescott's an average quarterback. He could win, but you're just paying him too much.
Yeah, you're paying him just to lose to make the postseason.
Money you would pay for a Kirk Cousins-esque quarterback. Don't pay him franchise numbers. You're paying him like he's like a Jalen Hurts or like a Patrick Mahomes when he's really like a Kirk Cousins.
The Browns are gonna Brown, man.
He's not.
If they get Prescott, they're gonna pay the heck out. He's already on an extension as it is with Dallas. But it'd be the most Browns thing to do to trade their second overall pick for Prescott and the Cowboys.
And Dallas would draft Shedeur.
Yeah, and then that's when I'm like, okay, my dream is dead. Just get Hunter, which by the way we'll talk about a lot today in our first segment, I should say.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Also reports that Abdul Carter is going to be the pick at 2. Again, well, that's what ESPN said. I think it was Orlowski, I think I was talking about it, or someone was talking about on ESPN saying that Carter is most likely the pick at 2. So that opens the door for us to see what we want to do. But we'll see. I'm telling you, there's just so much smoke going on when it comes to the
Mhm.
draft. And it's like
Oh, it's only gonna get worse from here, buddy. I can tell you that right now. It's only gonna get worse.
we'll never know what truly happens until the day of the draft, and that's going to be exciting to say the least. But
Mhm.
overall, my friend, I didn't ask you because I always ask you before the show or before we even start talking about anything. How are you? How's everything with you? I know what's
I'm doing great. You know, I know there's a lot of debate online about the internet, like what is it good for, what isn't it good for, because you got so much division and polarization and all that kind of stuff. Well, then they leave out the fun stuff. Like I've been in a Twitter thread for the past 20 minutes, and we just been singing the Phineas and Ferb theme song one by one, just one guy. It's been amazing. Like, come on. For all the division and polarization the internet gives us, we get great moments like people coming together and singing the classic childhood cartoon theme song.
and why is that, my friend?
Oh,
Why are we singing this song?
oh no, they released the trailer for the new season of Phineas and Ferb. It brought back some nostalgia, so I started scrolling through the comment section, seeing what everyone was saying about it, and I saw a group of people just singing the theme song. So I figured, you know what, I'll jump in and join them.
You, of course you did. Of course you did. I believe it's 40 episodes that are coming out.
I have no idea. I just know they're
like
making a new series, and I'm like, oh, nostalgia. That might be a fun, like, oh, it's 3 a.m. Let's watch this.
That's a show worth bringing back. I think
100%.
there's shows that you kind of just leave in the past and don't really rejuvenate in a way. But hey, that's a show you just it's a good idea to bring it back. I don't know I didn't watch the trailer, nor do I know, like, are they grown up now? Are they still the
No,
same?
it's just the next year. It's just like the next summer. So season 4 ends with the original summer. Now it's the next year.
The next summer.
So they're 1 year older.
Oh, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last episode was when we were a few years ago? Like
the last episode, I believe, was 20. When was the last episode? I think I
was gonna say we've aged.
I want to say it's
episodes.
Like the last episode was 2015.
Holy yeah, for sure.
I was just saying, like, I vaguely remember like middle school for me. It was when it ended, and I was like 2013 to 2016.
It's almost been 10 years for us since the last episode. Yet they've only proceeded or progressed 1 year. Nice.
You can't do TV math. TV math doesn't make sense.
It never does.
There is a television show called MASH, which is about the Korean War. The Korean War lasts for 3 years. Do you know how long that TV show ran for? 11 seasons. So, yeah, time works differently in television.
Talking about stretching the time.
Oh, they stretched it out.
Oh, for sure. 11 seasons were a thing that, last 3 years?
Yeah, time is just kind of iffy on that show.
3 seasons for every year? Seems like it.
No, it's even more. It's like 4 seasons for every year.
3.5, 4 years. Oh, man, but yeah, shout out to Disney for bringing that back for sure.
Yeah, one of the few right moves Disney's had, because they just had a brutal couple of years. Finally got one right. You finally just, you know what?
Yeah, Disney is their Disney Channel has gone downhill, and I think they're slowly focused on Disney Channel.
Don't get me started on Disney Channel.
No, sir. I will mention real quick before we get to the football stuff and the baseball stuff of today. Fox also brought back 4 shows.
Yes.
For the next 4 seasons.
Yes.
One of them being Family Guy. Super excited about that.
4 more seasons. 4 more seasons. 4.
Renewed for 4 of them. I'm super happy. I think also American Dad and
they brought back American Dad because TBS didn't want it anymore.
Yeah, dumbasses.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's like American Dad is that one of those shows like you don't watch like willingly. Like you're just like, oh, it's on. I guess I'll put it on for background noise.
Exactly. Yes.
Like you never seek out to watch American Dad. It just kind of happens.
No, like I heard of it, never watched it really, but like if it's on TV as background noise, by all means. But Family Guy, for me, that's a show that I can have in the background. I can watch fully. I could watch reruns and enjoy every single second, minute. The new episodes recently have been pretty cool. I think no, the most recent one I was watching at a sushi place. I was having
Oh.
a solo lunch.
Mhm.
And so it's about Brian and Stewie opening up their own chiropractor shop. Uh, but they're like phony chiropractors.
Oh,
But then
yeah, of course they are.
Chris opens his own chiropractor place, and it's just all. And you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's fun if you have Hulu and all the things. But I'm super glad Family Guy's back for 4 more seasons, man. I don't want that show to die. I know it will one day, but I don't gotta worry about that for quite some time. So okay, today's agenda: football. We got Giants to talk about. Brian Daboll had his press conference with the media at the league meeting. Talked about quite a few things that we'll get into. We'll talk about our edge rusher mock draft, or edge rusher rankings for this upcoming draft, and then we'll talk about MLB with Flushing Faithful coming back. Flushing Faithful is the Mets segment for those of you who don't know. The first segment of or the first Flushing Faithful segment was back on Tuesday, so this is going to be the second one, and Brian will be leading that as well. And then we'll end the show with miscellaneous or post game stuff. So just random topics around the sports world and the world in general, which includes a certain game console that was released or announced.
Oh, I got some
And
opinions.
okay,
I got some
bet.
opinions.
I feel like they're bad opinions, but we'll get to that once
Kind
we
of.
get there. All right. All right, Brian Daboll, the New York Football Giants head coach, had a lot of things to say to the media in a 30-minute press conference recently. As we all know, all except Raheem Morris, who is the coach of the Atlanta Falcons, are in where are they at again? Was it Florida? The league meeting?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, they're. It's like a hot state. So they are
It's a hot state.
humid state to say the least. But yes, they are all in Florida. Uh, talking about rules and everything. And Dable was interviewed by the media, so we learned quite a few things based off what he was talking about. So um, a few things to take away from his press conference: 40% of the roster now is completely different compared to last year.
Yes.
Quite that's a big number if you ask me. Uh, in terms of other things that stood out to me personally, that I want to get, you can interrupt me at any point in time to
Mm-hmm.
give your thoughts, my friend. He does not do pro days. He does private workouts. So if we ever hear any point in time that he's, bringing in guys or private workouts, that's a sign that
Mm-hmm.
he's quite interested, but he does not do pro day. So he will not be
Which I
attending
thought was
Colorado's pro day.
interesting. Like
Yeah,
you think
maybe.
like you just want to just see like what it's like with his teammates, you
Yeah,
know?
it is weird. I guess this is a new thing for him because last year he did attend the pro day for
Well, he
LSU in
said last year
Washington.
he attended the pro day because he couldn't get him for a private workout. Or he couldn't attend the private workout, is what he said.
Mhm,
So this is
I
something
believe
he's
so.
been doing.
Yeah, and this is for neighbors. Well, I for LSU, I'm pretty sure it's for neighbors
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure he knew he wasn't gonna get Daniels at 2.
Mm-hmm.
But then Washington, I think it was not just for Odunze, but possibly Penix.
Probably Penix, yeah.
Probably
Because if they
Penix
know
and
that they weren't
everything.
getting Daniels, he had to have at least done homework on Penix. You would
Yeah,
hope
have
he
a
did
backup
homework on
plan.
Penix.
Yeah, and he mentioned Penix a few times too in the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if who he brings in for private workout. Because if we find out if it's a Sanders or a Hunter, he'll give us a sign of where he wants to go,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of or his opinion in terms of where he thinks the Giants should go in the draft. Play calling in terms of how that's going to go. He was calling plays last year for New York. And that's going to be a decision that will be figured out heading into the preseason. So no clear answer there. In terms of Russell Wilson,
I
interesting
loved what he
enough.
said about Wilson. I'm telling you
Hey,
right now, we're airing this ball out.
we
He
are.
called Wilson a phenomenal ball thrower, and he said he has guys that will take full advantage of it. We are going to air the ball out this year, and I am so excited.
I know it's about
There's gonna be
time,
some
dude.
deep plays this year, bro. I'm telling you. I am slamming every single Giants receiving over. Jalen Hyatt, whatever that is, hammering the over. Neighbors might get 200,000 yards.
I'm definitely hammering Neighbors. I'm definitely hammering Slay, and I'm gonna hold off on Hyatt.
No, I think Hyatt's going to be low. I'm telling you, they're gonna undervalue Hyatt, and there's going to be so much value.
It's gonna if we can find out that number once the season starts.
I'm
I'll give
telling
my
you,
opinion.
it will probably. So what Hyatt have? Hyatt probably had nothing last year.
I think he probably had 170 yards on the
So
year, which is
Hyatt
absolutely
had 62 last year. I'm telling you, his yard. So he had 373 his rookie year, 62 last year. I'm going to bet you his over under for receiving for the season is going to be sitting probably somewhere between 250, 275, hammering that over. Absolutely hammering. He will crush that this season.
I don't know. It's just this receiver room is just so.
I know it's so stacked, but if you think about it, if Neighbors is locked up and if Slane's locked up, you're going to have Hyatt down the field. Wilson's going to air the ball out. Both Wilson and Winston have both mentioned Hyatt by name in their press conference. That means there's something they like about him.
That is true. They mentioned more of him compared to Wandale, honestly.
Yeah, because Wandale's more of your slot guy. He's not going to go down the field.
Yeah.
He's going to be more of like the over the field, over the middle, kind of like the 5-yard check down type guy.
Hey,
him and Slayton are going to be the safety net guys, and Neighbors and Hyatt are going to be the deep threats.
It's not bad to have 4 receivers that can produce for you. So
no, not at all.
This offense can really go a long way with the quarterback we have now in Russ. Honestly, he makes good decisions. He's athletic, like Daboll mentioned, and he studied him like crazy over 7,500.
He said he watched every single play Wilson has made in his career
since 2012, dude. That's a lot of film, dude. That's insane. No wonder he's aging fast, Daboll. But I love Coach, man. He's outstanding. So there's gonna be a good partnership between the two of them, I'm sure, and also with him and Winston, to say the least. Other things, Daboll and the team, extensive work done on quarterbacks. Interesting. He said this. It's not the quarterback position is not easy to evaluate, nor is it easy to coach.
No,
and it's valid, man. I mean, not even the first round quarterbacks, sometimes they don't work out because they're not an easy position to just have success like you did in college. I mean, there's been so many first round quarterbacks that have been selected that haven't worked out. Mitchell Trubisky being one of them, right?
You're probably I think it's like 60-40, like 60% succeed and 40% like just flame out. Trey Lance, we mentioned top of the show, I think is the best example of a first round talent just not doing anything.
Traded from SF to Dallas, now unsigned. Like, just because you're a first round pick does not mean you're going to be good at the next level, and that's why it's hard to like evaluate these quarterbacks, because you never know. You could draft them so high, you could hear the world about them. You can scout the heck out of them, and then you bring them to the next level, and they just struggle. Maybe it's because of the system, or because it's the player itself that they're not ready, or they're rushed in their development, and it just creates a whole mess. And that's why, like, it's important to do extensive work on them, but also, even as you can do as much work as you can on these quarterbacks, you really don't know. Like, it's such a coin toss, and he's right. Like, it's not an easy position to coach, because you have to find their strengths, you have to find their weaknesses, but also make sure that they can fit the system that you want to run. It's just so much work. And I'm glad that we have two guys in Russ and Winston that Daboll can trust. If we get a rookie quarterback, who knows how that works out. But whoever they do draft, if it's a quarterback position or any position in general, I trust Daboll and I trust Shane that they've done enough work to draft the players that they get. But yeah, that was a key point I want to bring up here as well. He did mention Daboll and Holland during his press conference as well. Called Daboll a lengthy corner, played in both systems, but is a good man corner. So, good fit for Shane Bowen, because he does run
man
defense. Javon Holland, instinctive, crafty
He
veteran.
loved
He
Javon
thinks
Holland. He was
he
big on
loves
Javon
Holland.
Holland.
Yeah, he lit up when talking about Holland. I tell you that. So that was good to see. Two free agent signings that will definitely make a big impact on our defense this upcoming year. When asked about Winston and Russ and the personalities they bring, he wants them to be themselves, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
Two fun, exciting personalities to say the least that we have in that quarterback room. And you pair that up with Tommy DeVito, who is a bit of a personality himself. You have a fun, you have a fun quarterback room, man.
Oh yeah, you do. Probably we're the fun quarterback room. You know, like they have like the best quarterback room, the bad quarterback room. We're the fun quarterback room.
Yeah, the talent, the amount of production we'll get from this quarterback room is unknown at this point in time, but we can guarantee it's going to be full of memes and hilarious moments, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I hope we get like behind the scenes of like how the
like we need like hard and like they'll never look back. I don't think Hard Knocks is ever allowed back on the MetLife premises, let alone in the building.
Sir.
But like if we get a Hard Knocks camera of just like the quarterback room next year, like that'd be incredible. You make so much money.
We're in April now. Didn't they announce the Giants were gonna be on Hard Knocks last year, like early?
I don't know. I think Hard Knocks is in such a weird spot right now because of
I was gonna say
how much of a disaster the Giants one was that no one wants to do it again.
The price. I mean, even the UNC didn't want to do it with
I think they did. I think Belichick's girlfriend's the one that said no.
Right, we talked about this. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, what
because it would be. I think people would be like, "Yeah, this is this is an interesting relationship."
I don't know why she has to say it, but anyways,
she's running everything for Bill right now. She runs everything for Bill, which I don't really think Bill cares because he's like, "Cool, she can run that. I can just do football stuff."
What team should do it?
Well, you have to do rules. They can't make the playoffs the year before. They can't do this. There's a bunch of rules you have to follow for Hard Knocks. It really only leaves like 4 teams available.
Panthers. Yeah, no, they're not interesting. I want to see Dallas.
Yeah, but Dallas already did it. The Saints would kind of be interesting.
Oh, no.
Just to see the dysfunction?
No. I won't be bored out of my mind.
But, bro, it should be so dysfunctional. It'll be funny.
So, shout out to our boys from the ATL show, by the way.
Yeah.
They actually going to be on our show next Tuesday.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, fun stuff there. But back to, they're Saints fans, so I just want to bring that up real quick.
No.
Sorry, they're just so no. I want something fun and dysfunctional, not dysfunctional and
sad.
I want to throw up. Yeah. What's a team? I don't want to go into it too much and everything, but
Seattle. You got something there because you have like a new quarterback. You have all the tear down.
I want to know about Miami. I know Miami made the playoffs.
Yeah.
By the way, Tyreek Hill is.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's been
interesting, to say the least.
Well, he's been saying he's going to retire for years now. Remember, he said he's going to retire in 2 years. Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, big whoop-de-whoop. Honestly, hasn't done crap in Miami, especially last year. Did not do anything over there. I tell you that. We'll save that Hard Knocks conversation for another day. I'm trying to think of teams. I guess if I could think about the top of my head, maybe Jacksonville, because that was a mess. Woo, that was a mess over there. Oh, and now they have Duval.
Oh yeah, Liam Cohn.
Oh boy, can't wait to see how that one goes. But yeah, so one of the main things also that Daboll talked about was Travis Hunter. When asked about him, it's going to take some time to evaluate him as he played both spots in college. But he said he was fun to meet with and talk to. And yeah, he's someone that's going to be there for us at 3. Let's be honest. Hunter played over 1,400 snaps in college uh, at wide receiver and corner combined. Had a very productive year in both at both positions. Had 5 interceptions, I believe, and over 1,200 receiving yards, if not mistaken, as well. Um, but yeah, he's. And here's the thing I do want to ask you because he is impressed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like you mentioned, he's going to take some time to watch his film and everything. But it's clear that he loves him personally as a player. But I want to
Yeah.
ask you this though, because you bring him in, right? Because I know he's one player that you love the most to bring in at 3. But at both positions,
Mm-hmm.
receiver and corner, it's kind of a weird situation, and maybe
Yeah.
weird is the wrong word to describe it. But you put him, let's think about the receiver room, right? We talked about it, right? It's Neighbors, Slayton, Wandale, and Hyatt. You bring Hunter in, that's like, where does he fit? Okay, maybe corner. Okay, so you have a Debo, Banks, and Hunter, and then Phillips. It's for a guy that you will get a number. Okay, I'm not saying like I don't want Hunter. I'm saying it's like
Yeah. No.
depth chart wise, how does he fit? Because at receiver, you really gonna put him immediately at number 2
Mm-hmm.
or number 3 to say the least, and at corner, who's gonna be cornerback 3? Ain't gonna be Hunter. You gonna what, bench or demote Banks? Like, where do you see this depth chart looking like if we do get Hunter? Because Dable loves him as a prospect. A lot of teams love him as a prospect, but for us specifically, how does he fit in your opinion?
I think he's quarterback 3 when you let him in. I think Phillips is your slot safe, your slot guy no matter what. So I think Hunter just kind of goes to where Banks and Adebo aren't. But if we're being honest, like Banks isn't like this lock to be cornerback number 2. Like he has a lot of, I don't think after last season the coaching staff loves him that much. We saw Daboll really tear into him during that Steelers game, and he got benched a few times during last year. So he really has to show himself and prove himself. And if he struggles early on in the season, I could definitely see Hunter taking over that cornerback 2 spot probably by like October. So that's where I think I see him sliding in as like, all right, this is your chance to make it on this roster is, you perform, and if Banks struggles, you're taking his spot. Or if not, he's so athletic that just have him as a defensive back and just have him in coverage and he'll figure it out.
I There's nothing wrong with having more talent.
Mm-hmm. I think
I
he's just such
just
a gadget guy that you just kind of he doesn't really have a place, but he's just so athletic and so gifted. You can just kind of put him in different spots and he'll figure out a way to make a play. He's a Swift Arvey night for the Giants.
it's just if you run base package on defense, I don't know. It's just I've been thinking about it, especially since last night. I just don't know because at the receiver and corner are all set. Neighbors, Slayton, Wandale, Hyatt. Unless you get Hunter because you don't know what you're still going to get from Hyatt. Yeah, but we just talked about how Hyatt's going to be someone that the quarterbacks are looking forward to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Wandale with a better quarterback is a solid slot receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Slayton is Slayton. He didn't bring him back just for him to bench him again. And Neighbors is Neighbors. The cornerback room, you brought in a depot to take the pressure off Banks because Banks performed well when he had a solid CB1 on the other side. Example with Dory Jackson when he was with us. I don't know. I maybe I'm not finding the right words at this point in time. I
No, I know
just
what you're saying. You're saying that like um you're you're saying
I'm not.
basically like the reason I don't want to draft Shador at 3 because he gets buried on the depth chart. You're saying you draft Hunter at 3. There's no way for him to make an immediate impact day 1 because there's going to be guys ahead of him.
You don't draft a guy number 3 overall just for him to not. Okay,
To
no, I take that
be the
back.
quarterback 3 and the wide receiver 4.
Which if we use that logic, and if I use that logic for Hunter, that means I should use that logic for Shadur. But the thing with Shadur is that he would benefit from just waiting out a year because the future of the Giants is not with Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
The longest Shadur would have to wait is just 1 year. And maybe unless Russ plays out of his mind, then
Mm-hmm.
Shadur will have to wait a little longer. But if we use the logic that you don't draft the guy number 3 overall to sit on the bench,
Yeah.
that takes out Sanders, that takes out Hunter,
Yeah. Then the
which
pick is really
equals
like you wait to see what Cleveland does. If they don't pick Carter, then you just trade out.
how far would you drop down or trade down to?
I think the most realistic spot is 6 with the Raiders. I think it's a team that's looking to trade up. Shador has talked about wanting to be a Raider, so it's a good spot for him. Brady's there. I think they're the team in the most. It makes most sense to trade up because you could say the Jets at 7 would trade up, but they just signed Fields, so they're not gonna do something like that. Because I think they actually want to like try Fields out and see what he has in him. Jacksonville has it. No. Carolina, no. New Orleans is a maybe, but like that's gonna take a lot. I think your best options are trading back down to 6 or trading to 9.
I know the Raiders, they want Gianti. I feel
Right,
like
but
they
that's
had their
because
eyes
at
set on that.
6 they don't see Shador falling to them at 6. They want quarterback. Because who's their quarterback?
Smith,
Mm-hmm.
Gino. So
Gino. But you draft Shador, you have Gino because Gino's older. Gino, I think, is in his mid-30s. So you get Gino to mentor him for a season or two. He's 34, and he signed. I know he signed an extension there for 3 years, but you bring in Shador, you have him sit behind Gino for a couple seasons, and you let him go.
yeah. Unless if Carter goes 2,
Mm-hmm.
I know the Patriots want Hunter. So what I do is I tell New England,
Mm-hmm.
or we make it seem like we're dead set on Hunter, and see what the Patriots want to offer for 3. They jump up and get Hunter, and we get a haul, and then get Shadur. I'm telling you, dude.
Maybe, but like I just don't think this
I
team
know
likes quarterback this year.
because you like, and also like my logic doesn't make sense because I'm saying, oh, well, I don't know where Hunter's gonna fit. Okay, then if you get Shadur, where's he gonna fit?
Yeah,
But I
like
think,
Hunter, Hunter's easier to get on the field than Shador is to get on the field. Because Hunter, you
and
could do
yeah,
so many different things to get him on the
true.
field.
And you can keep him healthy and all the things, but then to counter argue that, it's like you get Shadur and you're really set for the future. Like you're
Mm-hmm. You're
I
set for the
want
present and the
us,
future. I get what you're saying.
yes, and I want that more than anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you get Hunter, like I'm not this year's draft is probably the most exciting and unknown thing in the world because we're at a spot where it's like we can go anywhere. If we were 1 or 2,
Mm-hmm.
different story. This offseason could have looked completely different
Well, yeah,
because
because we're not signing Wilson.
yeah,
If
we're
we're
not
sitting at 1, it's Cam Ward. Cam Ward's the
yeah.
pick. They love
If we're
Cam
sitting
Ward.
if we're sitting at 2, Shitter's guaranteed. Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know because I don't think they love because Shador is kind of guaranteed for us right now. And I don't think they love Shador. I think they love Carter. Not Carter. Wilson. Ward.
Unless we really want to be different, or we want to be different when we get Shedeur, because I think we talked about this either last week or the week before. quarterbacks who get drafted in the first round, they're rushed immediately and they do
Hmm.
struggle out the gate, with the exception of CJ Stroud in recent memory. Bryce Young was thrown right into the fire. He struggled, and everyone was like, he's, a bust or whatever the case may be. We talked about Trubisky earlier, and Justin Fields rushed in Chicago. They never really gave him a fair shake or anything like that. Like, maybe the formula is to, you know, get a guy that high and just, let him sit behind two veterans and let him learn. And maybe that, you know, helps him develop better. And because I'm not saying Shadur has too many flaws, but he has some flaws that you can just let him sit behind Wilson and let him learn behind him and all the things. And, come 2026, we're set for the next 10, 15 years at quarterback. I really don't know, dude. And maybe I'm overthinking it, but like literally, this draft can go either way. And it's obviously it'll be more clear once we find out what Cleveland does. But if they get Carter and Chitter and Hunter on the board, it's gonna be interesting to say the least where we want to go.
Hmm.
So,
I
but
mean, I
anyways,
don't rule the world with this. They trade up, they trade back, and Mason Graham's the pick. The
in a 3-4 though, how does that work in your opinion? I want to know from what you think,
a
because
3-4. I'm just thinking the way they play Leonard Williams would be the role Graham would take over, where he kind of be like that end guy, but still be the D2 as well. I think he just kind of fill in what Williams used to do for us.
let's say we trade down too. That's not a bad
Trade like you trade that you trade down. I mean this one I'm on Tankathon and they have Graham going 5 to Jacksonville, but you
yeah.
trade
They
down the
need they
4. They take Hunter, and then that's where Graham is picked at 4.
well, yeah, Jacksonville does need defense, so
Yeah.
yeah. When we do our mock drafts, it's gonna be fun because
Mm-hmm.
we really get to see. I really go. We'll get to see where your mind's at,
Yeah.
and all this stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go too long on that. Other news, other things that Dable mentioned as well. Little Jordan Humphrey maybe playing tight end this upcoming season. We'll see.
Hey, I mean,
He
why
will be.
not?
Hey, why not? Like, he's a tall dude. Our receiving room is kind of crowded-ish as it is, especially if you get Travis Hunter. It's going to be super crowded. So
Mm-hmm.
Humphrey at tight end is not a bad spot. Um, Dable admitted, and I love it that he brought it up. He did not, head coach or call plays well enough, but he has confidence in the staff. He and Mike Kafka have a walkie-talkie in the preseason. Also mentioned to Tamara during the end of season meetings last year that giving up head coaching, giving up play calling was an option to
Mm-hmm.
possibly make the team better. So I respect that, man. I think
Yes. He's
you're
showing
you
that
can,
he's willing to do whatever it takes to make this team better. If it's on him, like, hey, I'm not doing my job, I'll give it up.
yeah, and I love that he's not letting his any ego
No.
take over. Like, I love I'm saying, dude, if we just need one freaking good season outside of 2022, and Dable can, I don't want them to go. Like, I really want them to stay. I want Dable
Yeah,
to stay.
no,
I
I
want
really
Shane to
think
stay.
they could be good.
Yeah, they can be good. So hopefully this upcoming year is the year they really get it together and show Mara that, hey, we good now. We have a quarterback now, and we all good.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, assistant quarterback coach Chad Hall, 4 years in Buffalo, was a key factor in bringing him to the Giants, because of his familiarity with Mr. Hall back in his days
Mm.
with the Bills. Back to Hunter real quick. The Giants also uh, added to their staff this offseason Troy Brown, who is the offensive assistant. Well, who is an offensive assistant. My goodness, and also the minority coach, who played both cornerback and receiver during this time with the Patriots. So, if we get Hunter, he'll have someone that he can relate to say the least. But this
I
upcoming
mean
draft is going to
that's
be
a big sign that they like Hunter's number one. Like if they're bringing a coach like that, like, and there's a guy that does exactly that on the board, that means they're in love with Hunter.
then, yeah, and he'll get to, you know, Hunter will be able to have conversations with Brown and get to know how it's like
Mm-hmm.
and what he can do to be better and all this stuff. So Hey man, the draft is what 3 weeks away on a Thursday. Ooh, I should request Thursday off.
3 weeks from today.
All right. Other Giants news, real quick, because we have edge rushers to get into,
Mhm.
and then some baseball stuff as well. The Giants attended. Speaking of private pro days, private workouts. So it doesn't really count as a private workout, but the Giants did attend a private pro day for a linebacker, Carson Schwarzinger. Uh, the Giants sent inside linebackers coach John Egwugu to see Schwarzinger at UCLA, who is a linebacker for UCLA. Looks like the Giants just want to see what he's got. I mean,
Yeah.
our inside linebackers are pretty set with McFadden and Okereke,
McFadden's a
but
free agent
that
coming
is
up.
correct. Yes, final year of his rookie deal. Okereke is set to get his last remaining guaranteed money this upcoming season. So Schwarzinger, and when we get to our linebacker rankings, I believe possibly next week, um, he's he's in my top five for
Mhm.
sure. Great motor, silent to silent range, projected as a second round pick. Hopefully, we can get him at the third. If anything, I don't think we'll get a linebacker that high
Yeah, no.
on the second round. But yeah, I mean, to not too much to go in to get into it, I guess. But he's a guy I like a lot, and I think if we draft him, our future inside linebacker is set, and
Mhm.
I guess maybe possibly the end of McFadden's time with the Giants, or Karake, or both. We'll see.
Yeah.
New York also met with center Jake Majors from Texas, 6'3", 315, 98.5 pass blocking efficiency grade during his time at Texas last year. 3 sacks allowed in his career, including 0 in the past 2 seasons. Looks like the Giants maybe have. I mean, they're probably doing their homework as they should, but if we do draft him, JMS, come on,
Days
man.
could be numbered.
Hey, yeah. I mean, the past few, ever since we got him, he hasn't just been the guy that
No,
we
he's been bad.
not even close. So, but yeah. Otherwise, okay. Enough Giants talk. Wow, man. I swear, every time we talk, I swear that's why I canceled the mock draft for today for the Giants, or the
Yeah, because
Giants
it's just
mock
the whole
draft for
show.
today. Because I swear, every time we talk Giants, it's always for so long, and
Mhm.
I love it. We're literally a Giants podcast, and I love talking about our team. But uh, let's get into it. Edge rusher rankings. We'll start with you, my friend. Who do you have from 5 to 1? Well,
All
we know
right.
what one's gonna be, but I'm excited to
Yeah,
see who
it's
you
not
have.
like title or anything. So at 1, I have Shamir Stewart, one of the big risers during the Senior Bowl. Rare combo is size, length, and explosiveness. He's got a good first step that creates a lot of danger in the gaps. Drives to lateral blocks. Speed to power ratio is great. Allows him to knock guys on their edge and get around guys. So love to see that. Weaknesses: lacks career production. Like, you look at his numbers, not much there. So like you're kind of drafting him as a developmental guy. Like, this guy has the pieces, but doesn't have the stats to back it up. So that would make him a little bit of a gamble. Allows blockers into his frame, which allows him to get off his base, and leans into blocks, which makes him be unbalanced and unable to win. Pro comparison: Roy Roberts Harrison is what I've been seeing a lot online. So he's 5. At 4, it's James Pierce Jr. Pro comparison is Aduf Owen. Strengths: explosive first steps in his rush, creates big speed to power pushes for his size. Effective use of length to create separation and blocks. And sudden tackles in tight corners. Weaknesses: needs more mass and strength. He just needs to bulk up a little bit. Lacks um lacks ability to swipe and get around defenders. Struggles to break down quickly in space, and can be knocked off a track he wants, basically taking him out of the play entirely. Number 3, I have Mikael Williams. His pro comparison is Gregory Rosali. Strengths: explodes out of stances, good range and quickness. 30% of his career tackles have been result in a loss of yards, so that's something to keep in mind. Turn speed into power and good change of direction. So he's not going to get knocked off. If he gets knocked off his track, he's going to turn around and go back in. Needs to improve his base and upper body strength. Can be stalled by stronger hands, inconsistent in press and shield at point of attack, and underwhelming pass rush is what his main issues are. At 2, Mike Green. Pro comparison is Alex Highsmith. He got explosive power, plays with a high level of violence and physicality, bursts into that backfield, relentless forward charge, and he's got active hands when he's trying to get around somebody. Weakness, he lacks the length and mass, so again, bulk up, get off course. He had a problem. He runs out of gas and he's vulnerable to misdirections. And then number one, it's Abdul Carter. Like, is there really any questions? I know people are going to compare him to Micah Parsons because they're both number 11 from Penn State. No. Better one. Von Miller. Von
Oh,
Miller. Able to gain
okay.
early advantage, good handed footwork, good range as a playmaker, can spin around linemen pretty good, and when he hits a quarterback, it's hard for him to break off. He's got them. His weakness, average size, which calls for a small margin of error. Like, so he's a guy that like needs to play to go perfect, or else it won't go the way he wants. It can be engulched and neutralized by bigger guys around him. So Carter,
Okay.
Green, Williams, Pierce Jr., and Stewart is my top 5.
Love it. All right. For me, number 5, I have Nick Scrouton from Texas
Mm-hmm.
A&M. By the way, I have 2 Aggies in my top 5. So the Aggies, they had some players, man, over there
Yeah.
at edge rusher. So, but yeah, Nick, I also got number 5, Nick Scrouton. Stout defender, well built frame. He uses his length to keep blockers at bay and disengage from them against the run. Young guy, by the way, he won't turn 21 until the start of the regular season.
Wow.
He's like,
Hey.
yeah, he has some youth right there. He's not the most explosive guy.
Mm-hmm.
He can play it too upright at times, but he has pleasant technique, honestly. He does need to improve the consistency as a run defender and translate that athleticism into more speed and power as a pass rusher at the next level. But he's a guy, honestly, I like. And he's kind of an underrated guy, at least, kind of going under the radar, probably because his teammate Stewart is kind of more of a bigger name compared to
It's a
Scrouton.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson situation.
Ah, there you go. There you go. But just for edge rushers in this case.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do like Scrouton for sure. Number 4, I have Micah Williams from Georgia. Physical treasure there though, 6'5", 265. He's huge. Ideal length, athletic overall. He has speed and power in the pass rush game. He can stack and shed defenders in the run game with ease. Impressive lateral movement. He's still learning though how to maximize that physical stuff with like technique and awareness. There's times where he can be inconsistent with his hands at the point of attack and will try to win with his power and athletic ability when in reality he should be using like counter moves and and things like that. But there is limitless upside with him. If you draft him, you will need to be patient in terms of what so he can refine his unit and everything like
Yeah.
that. But if you can give him some time to develop, he's going to be a major problem at the next level. Plus, he's from Georgia, so when you're from Georgia,
Yeah.
you're a
Georgia.
dog, man. You're gonna be most of the time successful at the next level. Number 3, Shamar Stewart, also from the Texas A&M, 5-star recruit coming out of high school, massive frame, 6'6", 285, explosive off the ball, I should say. Versatile enough to be on the edge or slide inside. Nonstop motor, very reliable guy. He does need some refinement. He does rely on his raw ability to win reps against offensive linemen, which would kind of need to be improved on, I should say, because only 4.5 sacks in the past 3 seasons, so not a lot of production in terms of the sack department. So needs to do that, expand his pass rushing moves. Doesn't have a counter move that's effective, but so basically in all, he does need to polish his technique, but he has all the traits you want in a defensive end. Like he's like a video game guy. 6'6", 285.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good size, man, and to be explosive off the ball too, and have that speed that he has. It's a rare combination to have
Yeah.
speed at that size, at 6'6", and that weight. And I love his versatility in terms of his alignment and stuff like that. So if he can polish his technique and develop a counter move and all the stuff, I think he will also be very effective at the next level. Number 2, James Pierce, for me from Tennessee. Not as explosive as Carter, but he's not too far behind in terms of that.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive first step. He can convert speed into well-timed power moves. Athleticism makes him dangerous on stunts and twists. He's a versatile guy who can also drop into coverage when necessary. He does like polished technique, and his tall, lean frame can work against him as a run defender. But he because of his explosiveness and athleticism, he has more upside compared to other more complete polished guys in this draft. And if he can bulk up as well, it will really help unlock his full potential. And number one, as Abdul Carter, lightning in a bottle, elite explosiveness, and he needs to be double teamed. And even when he's double teamed, there's still no guarantee you're going to stop him at all. Wide range of effective pass rushing moves, has counter moves as well. Experience as an off ball linebacker helps him when dropping into coverage. He can go from a sideline to sideline, no doubt about it. He knows how to finish when it gets to get into the quarterback. The only thing with him that I have a concern with is that his lack of experience on the edge, because, like I mentioned, he was an off-ball linebacker. So last year was his first year as a full-time edge rusher. Plus, he had that shoulder injury in 2024. Plus, he has that foot injury that he was also dealing with this offseason as well. But hey, 12 sacks last year. I'm chilling. He can take over games, no doubt, and he honestly can make the argument for being the best overall player in this draft. So if he's at 3, and if we use the logic from, like we mentioned earlier, or use my logic from earlier, I should say, about you don't draft a guy at 3 just to put him on the bench and whatever the case may be. Hey, you get Carter. Right in there.
Carter is the best option at 3, no matter what.
Yes,
no matter how you feel, it's Carter.
It's Carter, because that defense is gonna be scary.
Yeah.
With Burns,
like I like Hunter, but like I'm full on board. If it's Carter, say Carter, Hunter, and Shedeur are all at 3, it's Carter. Like I'm not even thinking. It's Carter.
Yeah. I just think Burns, Lawrence, Carter, Tibbs, Golston too in the mix. That's a D-line.
I mean, like, think about it. In a division where, like, you had 2 high-power offenses in the Commanders and the Eagles.
Yes.
The only way to beat them is just hit that quarterback.
Yes. That is the perfect way of putting it, my friend. Especially because we need to get to
kind of
some pressure.
Everyone's zigging, and we're just gonna zag. Like, okay, everyone's gonna have an elite offense. We'll just build this defense and hope Russ can just kind of do what he did with the Steelers last year and just be average.
And the past couple of times we won a Super Bowl, we had a
elite defense, especially elite defensive line. 07 was Strahan, Tuck, and Illuminor OC. 2011 was Tuck, Illuminor, and JPP.
Yes. So maybe that's what we're trying to do. But hey, if Carter's there, I'm sure New York
Burns, Stibbs, Carter with Lawrence right in the gap.
Yeah. Not much talk with the Giants when it comes to Abdul Carter, but
I think they're
behind the scenes.
I don't think they think they can get him, but
if he's there,
he's the guy.
He is the guy. So, alrighty. Well, that's enough football talk for this one, but love it. Love your mock draft rankings, my friend. So good stuff there. Next week will likely be D tackles and linebackers. We'll see. TBD, but
TBD if we're going to separate them or not.
Yeah, we're almost there though. We're almost there towards the end, but really glad we're doing all these position rankings for the first time in our podcast.
Yeah,
history,
got a good knowing of who are the good picks.
Exactly. Our opinions in terms of who we like and stuff like that. It's interesting to learn about for sure. But yeah, all right, my friend. MLB, huh? Before we even get to our teams, especially yours, quick headlines. The Dodgers are still undefeated. 8-0 now, as of
I believe
Thursday.
The first team since the 33 Yankees to be undefeated after winning the World Series the year before, late into the season.
Not late into the season. We barely started.
8 games.
No! Baseball, slow down. You just came back. Ohtani hit a walk-off on Wednesday against the Braves in the 9th inning on his bobblehead night. So that man he's a star.
An alien. He's an alien. Like we used to. I remember like people say Tom Brady's an alien. No. Show you Ohtani's an alien.
Ohtani's an alien. Damn right. Man, if only I was the Dodgers. No. Okay, no, I don't. No. I don't. No, forget I even almost said I wish I was a Dodgers fan. Nope, I don't take it back. I'm never gonna say that. I'd just be a bandwagon at that point.
Yeah, really.
I should be a Dodgers fan. No. Padres 7-0 as well, so they are also undefeated in the
NL West. It's just a bloodbath so far. You're only going,
except the Rockies, but everyone else is a winning record.
It's the Rockies. The Rockies are like the worst run organization in baseball.
Speaking about the Padres, Jackson Merrill's in a 9-year extension with the Padres, a guaranteed.
A lot of extensions yesterday. Yeah.
It's not just him. There's what I think the other one was Christian Campbell from the Red
Christian
Sox was
Campbell,
also
Ketel Marte
extended.
got extended.
Yes, that's right.
Garrett Crochet got extended the night before.
Yes. So Red Sox making moves as well. So shout out to Merrill for getting his money. But the Padres have 4 mega contracts through 2033 in Merrill, Bogarts, Tatis, and Machado.
One of those contracts will be moved by 2027. One of those 4 will not be on the roster in 2027. Mark my words.
Do you have a name
And I
in mind?
bet you it's Tatis.
Okay.
I would say it goes Tatis, and then Tatis, Bogarts, Machado, Merrill. I feel is the order that
Okay.
from most likely to least likely.
I don't know if it was a shot at someone.
No, he did. He took a shot.
Oh, you saw my TikTok video?
Yes. I think it was a shot at us. Which, hey, okay. Take a shot at us. Do it. We'll be the bad boys.
I'm thinking to myself, what has he done?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What have you done? Okay, you got the nice big extension. Whoop-de freaking do.
You're not that special.
Nobody compared to Juan Soto.
People get extensions, trust me. There's a big difference between a possible max out of $204 million in terms of your extension versus $700 million.
And when Juan Soto was your age, you know what he was getting? He was getting $350 million extensions offered to him. So here's the thing. Juan Soto, he bet on himself. You wanted to take the financial security. Juan Soto goes, no, I'm going to bet on myself and try to go in the open market. And if you want to take it another step further, if the Padres owner didn't tragically pass away, Soto probably signs an extension with San Diego. So, Merrill, I don't want to accuse you of not being a ball knower, but maybe you should read the room before maybe you should be a little more informed before making stupid comments.
He was talking about know your worth, and I was
know your worth. Yeah, Soto knew his worth. He knew he could get more, and got more.
I'm such an instigator, man. Mm-hmm. I saw that video. I want to send it to you immediately. I was like, I can't wait for Thursday to get his thoughts on it. Goal accomplished. But anyways, Rafael Devers snaps his 0-for-21 streak with an RBI double in Wednesday's win over the Orioles.
It was more funny when he wasn't doing anything.
I know. Now he's 2-for-23 now, so still bad. Christian Campbell signed an 8-year extension through 2032 with the Red Sox. Made his debut on opening day this year. Batting .375.
And he's not even the best of the Red Sox bunch. Roman Anthony's the best prospect they have. It's
right
of that group. It's Campbell. It's hang on, I gotta pull it up real quick. I always forget their names.
I got you. And Anthony's not in the league yet, right? He's still
no. Anthony's in AAA. Yeah, it's Anthony, Campbell, and Mayer. Mayer and Anthony are in AAA, and then Campbell has made his MLB debut, on opening day.
Gotcha.
And Anthony's gonna be the best of all of them, supposedly.
Really? What? I'm sorry, and like I said, you're more of a baseball guy than I am. Anthony plays
the outfield.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anthony's the outfielder. Mayer is a shortstop, and Campbell was a shortstop. He moved to second base. He's gonna be like just that traditional utility guy.
The future is bright in Boston.
The future is super. I mean, Boston's gonna be a problem here these next couple of years.
I love him. Yeah. And then you mentioned Garrett Crochet, 6-year, $170 million extension. So
beautiful.
I'll get my team out of the freaking way.
Yeah, get the Astros out. Get the A's out of the way first.
Whoa. Yeah, man, if I was an Astros fan, I don't think you'd be on the show with me, my friend.
No, I probably would. I don't mind the Astros.
Oh, they're cheaters. So
I know, but 5 years ago, team's gone.
Yeah,
most of them are gone.
18-3, 7-4, 10-2. Those were the 3 scores of the A's when they played the Cubs in their first opening series in Sacramento. We suck.
I mean, what else you want me to say? It's
exactly.
Brutal.
There's not much. There's not much to say. There's really not much to say.
You're open. Everyone was excited for the Sacramento Open. It was baseball history because it was the first time a big game being played in Sacramento, and the A's just sucked.
should have stayed a Phillies fan. And then we also traded Esteury Ruiz to the Dodgers for Carlos Duran. Duran is a 6'7" pitcher, been with the Dodgers since 2018. In 2024, started 19 games with a 4.73 ERA across 53.1 innings with 73 strikeouts. We traded away our best stolen base guy, was actually the American League stolen base leader in 2023. Sure. Sorry, pissed me off, man. I love Ruiz. Dude was a speed demon, and honestly, I'd rather have him over JJ Bleday in center field. But no, we thought Bleday was better. Stupid. I don't know. I hate. All right, 8 games. All right, this team pisses me off. All right, just get to your Mets.
Okay.
Stupid A's
Okay.
Flushing Faithful is back. All right, Brian, take it away.
All right. Well, it's been a roller coaster 48 hours if you've been a New York Mets fan. You had the game on Tuesday, which was just a brutal 4-2 loss. The team looked dead. Lindor commits 2 errors, completely unlike him, as he's just a Gold Glove. I think it's the 4th time in his career he's committed 2 errors. Offense couldn't get the big hit all night. Just one of those games that just frustrates you, but you know you're going to have them throughout the year. So you went into Wednesday going, this is the game they have to win. You can't go into the home opener down with a record of 2-4. Win the series in Miami, get back to Queens with all the vibes on your side. And for the first 8 innings, it was more of the same. Like the Mets got down 4-1. Offense, again, just could not get that big hit. And it looked like not that people were, there's a section of Met fans that are panicking because they're morons and don't realize that it's 8 games in the season. But there was not panic, but just annoying. Like, come on, guys. Like, this is supposed to be a good season for us, and we're getting off to a slow start again. Like, the offense is just ice cold right now. The vibes weren't high. And then the 8th inning comes along. Luis Torrens gets on base with a single. Lindor gets on. Soto hits a weak chopper that they throw out to runs at home, but you have Lindor on second and Soto on first. And then Pete Alonso comes up and just hits. He works on I think an 8 or 9 pitch at bat. So he's waiting for his pitch. And boy, did he make the most of it, just crushing a ball to deep center field, tying the game at 4. I mean, it's exactly the Mets drew it up. Soto and Lindor get on base, and Pete Alonso drives them home with a 3-run shot. You couldn't write it better if you're a Mets fan in the 8th inning. So they get in. They can't score the game-winning run. They go to extra innings. The 10th inning, they runner on third. They can't drive the runner in from second, so it's 4-4 going to the bottom of the 10th. Is that you? Okay, never mind. So they have Edwards, which is the Miami's lead runner. He takes off for the plate. Brett Beatty looks like he has a bad throw. He gets to the first base side. Probably should throw more to the third base side. It looks like the Marlins guy gets in safely. Umpire calls him safely. Mets challenge. On review, it looks like Torrens hits the guy's sleeve while his hand was up in the air before it touches the plate. So, by a hair, the Mets get him out. And then they explode for the big inning in the top of the 11th. They escape Miami with the win. Vibes are high. Going to the home opener tomorrow. Things could be better right now for the Mets. The only issue with the Mets right now is the play of Mark Vientos, because he is so in his own head right now. He's struggling at the plate. He made 2 really bad throws this week in Miami that kind of cost us a few runs. Sophomore slump. I don't want to take him out of the lineup of the home opener because that just seems disingenuous. The fans want to see him. But the off day today, if you can just maybe sit him Saturday or Sunday just to kind of get his head right, I think that'd be the best move for the Mets going forward. But, 3-3, home opener tomorrow. Got Tyler McGill on the mound. 3:10 first pitch against Kevin Gausman, the Blue Jays. I think that was a turning point. I think that moment when Pete Alonso hit that home run, it was a 2024 Magic coming back. It's no, we're not getting off to a slow start again. We're going to show you why we are a contender for the World Series this year.
Okay. Speaking of Vientos, I hope he does bounce back as well. Currently batting .083.
Yeah,
so not the best start for him.
He's lost out there. He's just absolutely lost out there.
Yeah, I think it was a play yesterday. I heard there was he hit a grounder to third, and his lack of effort was a bit
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was
questionable.
Wednesday night. It was
Okay,
Wednesday night. Yeah, he
gotcha.
kind of
Yeah,
jogged out of the box, and the guy bobbled it. And if Vientos was like a step faster, he beats it out. So, but hey, they had the a coach, Mendoza and Lindor all talked to him after the game. So the Mets have a culture of like, you do not do that stuff. They nipped
no,
that in the butt quick. They didn't let it fester. They waited after the game like they should have. Don't
yeah,
don't kick don't kick him while he's down. But it was, hey, that's unacceptable here. So
never gonna happen
that's
again.
what you want for your manager and your captain, holding a guys accountable.
Yes, sir. It will never happen again.
No,
I'm
it's
pretty
not.
sure he'll be on toast.
He will not do it again.
Yeah, he's a good player, dude. And
He's a
last
good
year,
player.
the
He
postseason,
got off to a bad start, and it's a sophomore slump. Expectations are high. It happens to
yes,
some of these guys.
that's happened. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting flashbacks of him last year against the Phillies.
It was beautiful last year. He controlled that whole series.
You know what? I know. I saw it firsthand on TV, just like you.
The Mets should have swept that series. I hope you know that. You got lucky in
I
game two.
know.
The Mets dominated every single inning of that. The only time the Mets weren't dominating was the first 7 innings of game one and like the 9th inning of game two.
Yeah, I think the game we beat, yeah, was
Castellanos hit a walk-off.
Yep.
It was like a 7-6 walk-off in the ninth after you had just blown a lead
Exactly.
earlier to
Yeah.
a Vientos home run. Ironically enough.
Other than that game, it was just you guys were just dominant literally all
Mhm.
series long. It was PTSD.
Like
Okay.
even game,
Well,
like it was just wait. Like even if you're a starter, it was just like wait for the bullpen. They're gonna blow it. Just keep it close.
I know, literally.
It was just
Just
wait for the bullpen to come in. We'll be fine.
like just do enough damage on Wheeler or Nola. Oh no. Oh my god. Nola is
Just
the
scrape one run across, and don't let the Phillies get like a 2 or 3 run lead, and we'll win this game because the bullpen will melt down.
Yeah. Yeah. This bullpen better be better this year to that for Philly, but alrighty. Well, Mets, I think you're going. You said tomorrow, right? You're going
Tomorrow, yep, 3:10. I'll be there.
How excited are you?
I'm super excited. They announced today that they're going to be honoring the 2000 and 2015 pennant winners. They're going to have John Franco, Al Leiter, Bartolo Colon, and Juan Lagares all there throwing out first pitches. So I cannot wait.
Oh, Cologne. Oh my god.
Big sexy.
Big sexy, baby. I want to hit that dinger.
You see him out after the torpedo bats? He's like, where was this when I was playing?
Dude, he would have been mashing with those bats. He hit the one. He was with the Mets, right? When he hit that.
Yeah, the Mets when he hit the one. Yes, in San Diego.
Dude,
one of the best moments of my life was Bartolo hitting that home run. That was so much fun.
Dude, for a pitcher, he's a slugger, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully the Mets get it done tomorrow on the in what's it called, the first home game of the year. Yeah, man, take pictures, take videos, let us know how it is. Excited to talk about it with you back on when we see you on Tuesday again. But exciting stuff there. I would not have been excited if I went to the A's home opener. I would have been depressed as hell. 18-3.
18-3 is brutal. Brutal way to open up Sacramento.
I know. Quite a beautiful moment we have going on. We have people sitting in the grass. Like that's just so spring training,
people
dude.
Sitting in the grass.
Oh my god.
Do you buy tickets for like where you sitting? The grass.
The grass. Oh. I know. Fun times.
Throwing it back to 1924.
Dude, what's it called? The Sacramento Kings owner, he's obviously the owner of a team that plays in Sacramento, but he was at the opening day for the A's Cup series, and the way he said play ball just pissed me off, and I was like I know what I signed up for, who was gonna when I pick the A's to root for as well in baseball, but I think I messed up. But you know what, it's okay. It's you start from the bottom and you just never mind. We talk more about the A's. I'm gonna slam something anyways.
Let's get the pickle.
Post-game set, yes, pickle in our post-game segment. TJ Finley, Tulane quarterback, was suspended by the program today for allegedly stealing a car. Someone's not getting NIL.
No, I see the Georgia disease has spread to Tulane.
The green wave, cool.
Did you see Howie Roseman the other day?
About of him talking about how he doesn't scout players who are violent against women.
Yes, which by the way, amazing. hats off. Respect women. Love women. We're not going to
But
talk about the fact that he drafted Jalen
I
Carter.
knew it.
We're
I
not
knew
going to
it.
talk about that.
I knew it. I
Bro,
freaking knew
Jalen
it.
Carter killed somebody.
Yeah, I was like, what's what? There's nothing,
Howie Roseman brought in Michael Vick after his jail sentence.
Hey, he believes in
You know
second
what? Hey,
chances.
I love that. I love what he's saying about respecting women. Like that's great. We need that mindset in the NFL more.
Always.
But like Howie Roseman was on there trying to gain some moral high ground. Which like, dude, look at your own roster. You have Jalen Carter on your roster, who literally fell in the draft because his teammate died in a car accident he was involved with. Or the fact that you signed Michael Vick after his dog fighting arrest, and he was sitting in jail. I'm pretty sure that was Howie Roseman. He's been there forever.
I don't know. Was it? Has he?
It was definitely Howie Roseman.
He's been there for quite some time.
Howie Roseman took over. Yeah, he was GM in 2010. He started as a front office intern in 2000, and slowly he was director of football administration in 2003, vice president of player personnel. Yeah, general manager in 2010.
Yep, that was Michael Vick years.
That's Michael Vick.
Yep.
Actually, no, he's safe. 2009, Michael Vick became an Eagle. Still, he was involved with signing Michael Vick.
You're like, still. He's still to blame.
Okay, fine. We'll throw out Michael Vick. Jalen Carter.
Okay, there you go. That's to be safe. Yeah, I love Rosen pointing it out. I mean, how obviously when you see players in this, in the draft, or just players in general who have a history of being violent against women, it's something you want to avoid, no matter how long it's
yeah,
been.
Exactly.
But
I agree with everything Howie Roseman said. I just don't. He's just such a hypocrite for saying it because Jalen Carter's on the roster.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense as to, okay, so you rather draft players.
So you rather draft the murderer.
Exactly. So, but anyways, yeah, it's interesting stuff in the college football world with Finley, and of course the Georgia, not just Georgia players like Jalen Carter in the NFL, but also I think a couple weeks ago, like we mentioned, when a Georgia player got involved in
two Georgia players got involved.
Yeah,
I think one was a DUI, one was a speeding incident.
Them dogs, baby.
Everyone's getting a Lyft account and no cars on campus.
I know, Lyft, Uber, just like the best thing you can give these players is free Lyfts or free Ubers, or just like, bro,
screw NIL. You're all getting Ubers.
Designated drivers, dude. Let the student manager be a designated driver. I don't freaking know. But yeah, Gruden's quarterback class is officially back.
I cannot wait for this. What a genius move by Barstool, picking him up and doing stuff like this.
I know. The list of quarterbacks was revealed for this year's quarterback class show, including Notre Dame's very own.
I know. I'm so excited. I think he's leading off, right? Isn't he the first guy they're doing?
Will Howard is first. Leonard, it will be April 9th. So April 9th.
So next week.
Next week?
Wait,
Wednesday?
It's the 3rd. So
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I can't wait.
That will be a topic to discuss on next Thursday's show.
I will be watching that one.
I know you will. Will Howard, Riley Leonard, Seth Hannigan from Memphis, Kyle McCord from Syracuse, Quinn Ewers from Texas, and Jackson Dart from Ole Miss.
I think Dart could be an interesting one too.
I better see something from him.
No, that's why. I think why. Gruden's a smart guy.
Because there's a lot of interesting stuff when it comes to Dart.
He's a boomer bust guy.
Because is he a one read guy because of him, or is he a one read guy because of the offense that he was forced to run in Ole Miss? We shall see. Carmelo Anthony, now a Hall of Famer. Congrats to him. Played over 1,260 games throughout his 19-year career with the Nuggets, Knicks, Blazers, Thunder, Lakers, and Houston. 22.5 points per game, over 44% shooting from the field during his time in the NBA. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, former Syracuse alum, for officially making the Naismith Hall of Fame. So congratulations to the former New York Knick himself. A Atlanta Hawks fan tore his ACL at a halftime.
I saw
Um,
this. I love how the other guy just kept going.
I,
And everyone's
hey,
yelling at him like, dude, stop. Like, what am I supposed to do? It's not my fault he tore his
yeah, you
ACL.
trying to, hey, what's it called? There's a once in a lifetime thing. You go out there and you win,
Even the
no matter
mascot
what.
tried to get him like, dude.
I would have slapped the mask up and hey, I'm trying to win my
That guy
move.
might have just gotten shot.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he's gonna sue the no. I don't know. Can you sue the team for that?
Yeah.
But he slipped.
Yeah, but he's on the surface where like you shouldn't be slipping.
Hey, that's not my fault. He has trash shoes.
That'd be true.
And see, but I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of funny. I'm sorry.
It is the funniest video of all time.
The woman, the one that was the announcer.
No, yeah,
it's
the
like,
MC. She's like, I don't know what to do in this situation.
she's like,
I don't have
oh no. She
I
started
don't have
laughing
the
too. I was
skills
like,
to do this.
yeah, like I don't get paid enough to
She was like so shocked. She was just like,
oh no.
so when's that game going back? Because I don't think they'll ever play that game again. I don't think they will ever play that game again.
No, I don't think so whatsoever. It was funny, not even gonna lie. I hope he's okay.
Mhm.
But Sacramento State filed a waiver to go from the F or no. Sacramento State filed a
They're trying to jump to
proposal,
the FBS.
basically trying to make it all complicated and stuff for no
So
reason.
yeah, so they're in the FCS and they're trying to join the FBS. That's probably in Mountain West. They're hoping to
Actually,
join.
no.
Pac-12.
They filed a waiver to transition as an independent.
Oh, okay. I guess
I know.
play
Just another
independent
team.
for a couple of years and then translate over to the Mountain West.
Pac-12. Oh, yes.
I have Mountain West would probably be a better spot
Makes
for
more
them,
sense.
but I could see Pac-12, especially if
Yeah.
if the Pac-12 is going to keep adding teams like Colorado State, San Diego State, teams like that they're good, but they're not like that next level. They could contend there, especially in a few years of being independent.
Yeah. I'll try to make it sound all complicated and stuff. Like, no, just say FCS to FBS thing. Come on.
Yeah, they've been talking about this for years, though. Like they were talking about this last year when the Mountain West, when the Pac-12 ate up all those Mountain West teams.
Yeah, and I think they raised enough money to be able to transition from the SCS to the FBS. So
I think they're gonna build
cool
up.
Things.
I think they're gonna build up their like athletic facilities and stuff before join that conference. So the independent, they're independent because they're just not there yet. They're very close, but like we want the extra years and the if we get FBF revenue, we can get there within a couple of years.
Bring on the Irish.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No,
you want to go? We'll do it.
No,
we will 100%. You got to come to South Bend, but we'll do it.
No, why they come to Sacramento?
Notre Dame is not going to go play at Sacramento State. Are you kidding me?
Hey, your Mets are coming to. Oh my!
Not
God.
by choice.
It's gonna be ugly. Do you see what the Cubs did to? Oh my God!
Yeah, now we have. Now they just had Kyle Tucker. Imagine Juan Soto.
Oh man, it's gonna be.
Bro, there is a track around Sacramento State's football field. Okay, Notre Dame is not playing there.
I know. So what's wrong with the track?
That's a high school thing.
The one college has it. Oh my God, Duke.
No, they don't.
There's Memphis. No, yeah. No, there's a one. I played NCAA football the other day.
Does.
I saw one team has a track on their stadium.
FBS.
Whatever.
With track.
I swear,
wow.
I think it was Memphis, or was it? No, it's not Duke.
Buffalo and Nevada have tracks.
Yeah, Buffalo. That's what it was. I played franchise or dynasty in one of those schools.
Yeah, Buffalo and Nevada.
See?
Okay, Notre Dame Notre Dame makes those schools travel to them. Buffalo's traveling to Notre Dame to play them.
Just to get blown out. 56-0.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to your Mets coming to us by Sacramento, by the way.
Oh, I can't wait. If it wasn't working, I'd fly out.
just please, Severino, please be pitching one of those games, bro. That's all I ask, because we're gonna get this.
I hope so too. I hope we shell Severino. I love Sevy.
Why?
I don't know. It'd be funny.
I guess it'll be a topic to talk about, of course, but
Like said he
Yeah.
was best friends with all these guys, and they're just lighting him up.
It's like, oh, I missed it. I miss being on the
Jeffrey is like,
Mets
what
team.
did I do in my life? I could have been playing at
Well,
City Field where everyone loves me. Now I'm here.
I could have played in a bigger stadium. Now I'm just in this.
I could have played in one of the. I could have played on a World Series contender. Now I'm in a minor league ballpark with a team that doesn't have a location yet.
And people that sit on grass. Um, before we get to our pickle game, final headline from across the world: the Switch 2 was announced. Pre-orders start on April 9th, and the console comes out in June officially. Priced at $449.
It's so expensive.
But I'm getting one, dude.
I know. I'm so torn because I want to play Mario Kart.
I'm so excited for that game. 24 racers now instead of the used to be 12 on the track at one time. You can cruise and drive off the track now, so that's going to be super fun. Over 50 plus characters, excluding DLCs. So
I got to look into this game more because it came out during I had the early game yesterday at work. We had a 10:30 a.m. Puck drop. Very fun for school field trips. Yeah, we had school fild trips.
At 10 in the morning.
Yep, field trip day. All the little kids from the surrounding school came in and got to watch some hockey.
I'm still asleep at 10 in the morning Eastern time.
Well, normally I am too, but
not yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday I woke up at 6 a.m. It was fun.
Woo! I bet
it was fun. I was by 2 p.m. I had done a full day's work. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here wait for the Mets to come on. Mets are on at 4. It's awesome.
Oh, but yeah, I'm excited for the Switch too, man. It's.
I just don't like how the games are $80.
Yeah, overpriced.
That's the one. It's the one thing preventing me is that price.
Yeah, I might just get Mario Kart call it a day.
I know, but just for $500, just play Mario Kart. Like I'm fine. I'm fine playing the Mario Kart I have on my Switch.
I was told that if you get the package that includes Mario Kart and the
cheaper,
console for $499, I think was so.
But still, you're still paying $450. I had to see what games are coming out on it, and if they have, Nintendo should do like Game Pass, like Xbox has. Game Pass is one of the greatest things ever invented. $20 a month, and I can just download whatever game I want.
You know what else is coming to the Switch too?
What?
Madden.
Yep. Hey, Scott Hansen. I might be back in on Madden.
I tried playing the other day. I can't do it.
No, did you see Scott Hansen's gonna be the voice?
I know.
Madden this year.
I
don't know. I'm back in.
Bad freaking tastic.
I'm back. I could be back. I could be back in. I could be back in.
Fix the gameplay, then we'll talk.
Well, I think if they're getting Scott Hansen, that means you're gonna put a lot of money. They're listening to fans.
So he's an in-game, like the halftime dude?
They never really specified what he was, but he's gonna be involved in some way.
Just get me new commentary teams. Tarico can go. I don't want Tarico on Madden. Take out the other
No, I
chick.
love Tarico. I love Tarico.
Yeah, I do too, but like not in the game.
What if Tarico's like the A guy? Like you have like Tarico and Collinsworth, and then you do like Kevin. You're not gonna get Brady. Do you like Kenny Albert and Chris Davis, and then do you have like another one? It's like you can slowly climb up.
Just fine.
Like prime time games, you're gonna get Tarico. 1 o'clock games, you get Albert, and like 4 o'clock games, you get Kevin Harlan. Ooh. Give me Kevin Harlan.
Give me anyone but Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Give me Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan for Madden. Scott Hansen do all like the pregame, postgame, halftime show. Kevin Harlan on play-by-play, and then get like Mark Sanchez to analyst in.
What you're doing right now is every Madden fan's dream. All just to get crushed because
I know. I'm well aware. But like Mark Sanchez, Kevin Harlan's voice is perfect. Mark Sanchez is funny, and then Scott Hansen is the GOAT.
We are gonna pay some pickle. Hallelujah. All right, my friend. Yeah, so I was trying to like fix the screen to like I don't know. I failed successfully. Let's see if we can get this player in one guess. I know you're going to go with the Mets player, but maybe it's the Mets player today. So who is your first guess for today, my friend?
I wanted to save this subject for the most deserving player, but That was Pete Alonso on Tuesday. It would be Pete Alonso again. So we're gonna give a love to someone that needs it right now. Give me Mark Vientos.
All right. I like that. All right. Let's see. Damn,
Jeez.
3 greens.
So he's either an AL East, an NL Central, or an NL West player.
Okay.
From America.
Okay.
He's a righty.
He's a righty.
Doesn't play third. He's an outfielder most likely, or pitcher. He might be a pitcher.
Might be a pitcher. That is true. Well, let me see if it's AL East. I'm gonna go. Vladdy's still young.
Yeah, Vladdy's 25.
Ah, damn.
Or 26.
Let me go Gunnar Henderson.
There you go.
Who's Logan Henderson? What the heck? Oh my God, he's a. Oh my God, why did I put him? Okay, so it's.
Okay. Let's do. Roki Sasaki.
Okay. The Doyers. Okay, so we know for sure it's the pitcher.
I knew he was a pitcher. I just want to see who was a pitcher.
Okay. A pitcher in the NL Central. All right, Nate, lock in. Brewers. He's a veteran, most likely. The Central, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, Skeens is
too young.
Yeah.
No, because 23 would have popped up.
Come on, Nate, log in. Cardinals.
Ooh, I got a few Cardinals.
Is Mikola still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, I'm going with him. Damn! Too old. Okay. All right, what do you got?
Give me Freddie Peralta. I know it's not right, but let's just see if he's a Brewer.
Okay. Dang, he's
not a Brewer. But he's 28. Ooh, 28.
Okay. He's a Dominican?
So we got everything. We just need the team. Yeah, Freddie Peralta's Dominican. He's not a Cardinal. So he's either a Pirate, a Red, or a Brew, or a Cub. Pirate, a Red, or a Cubby.
Pirate, Red, Cubby. Imanga? No, it's Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
Come on, Nate, lock in. Come on. Is Sonny Gray on the Reds?
Too old.
Damn. I don't know anyone from the Central, bro. Come on, man. I'm terrible, dude. I got nothing.
Nothing?
I got nothing. I might give it to you.
Try Justin Steele, the Cub.
He's 28. That'd be insane.
I would think he's 28.
He's both lefties, so that's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, nope. Try. That's not a Cardinal. Not a Cardinal.
Who's on their pit? Hunter Green?
Yeah, try Hunter Green. Try that one. He's 28, I think.
I think he is.
25.
Oh, he's 25. Why did I click it if he was 25? Okay, what it takes out that he's not a Red.
Well, it's a Cub. Mm-hmm. Cub or Pirate? Try Jamison Tyone. I think he's
okay. Okay, so he's for sure a Pirate. Who the fudge is on the Pirates? Skeens? Jones?
Not Skeens.
Who the heck is in their rotation? Bro, Who the fudge is in their rotation? Holy crap. Oh my, we're not going to get this one. Holy
No.
shit, dude. No.
Andrew Heaney?
Oh, he's a lefty.
Lefty.
Dude. No. Okay, he needs the fifth. Probably is the fifth. Who is 3 and 4? Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Quintana? No,
no, Quintana is Brewer.
oh my. He used to be a Pirate.
Used to be a Pirate.
Fudge.
Used to be a Met.
Yeah, true. Dude. Oh my god, we're not gonna get this one. No.
Mitch Keller?
Oh, that could be a saving grace. You saved us! You saved the day! It is Mitch Keller!
Thank God.
Our streak survives! Our streak survives! It's Mitch Keller! Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. Who's he, the number 3 guy? Number 3, number 4?
Probably 4.
My.
Actually, probably 3, because I think Jones is out right now.
Right. I was gonna say, dude, Mike, you were never, ever gonna get that one. Yeah, it's Skeens, Keller, Falter's the other guy. I probably would have. Yeah, makes sense. Well, thank you for saving us. Their streak survives.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that will wrap up our show for today. Talked about the Daboll press conference with the media. We have our edge rusher draft rankings. Dodgers are still undefeated, along with some other MLB updates, including the A's sucking and the Mets having their first home series of the season on Friday. So we'll get Brian's thoughts on the opening series when we have our next show on Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we edited the show with some miscellaneous / post-game stuff across the world, whether it was Tulane's quarterback getting suspended because he stole a car, to the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out, to a Hawks fan tearing his ACL at halftime. Still funny. All right, but that'll do it. You can follow us on social media. Brian at BrianPeachy1016. You can follow me at Nathan_Nguyen24. And you can follow our podcast page at 3rd and 10 Pod. So that will do it for this one. Episode 73 of season 2 is in the books. We'll see you guys back on Tuesday for episode 74. And we'll talk a lot more from there. So we'll see you guys then. Until then, enjoy this one. Thank you for your support. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. On the road to 500 subscribers. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.